This is a stimulus update and daily news report. I wanted to give you a quick update of what's going on with Social Security increase and all of the proposals that are going on. So there could be a 6.1% COLA increase. There are a few proposals that are going for $200 more per month for Social Security recipients. SSI could get an additional $279 more per month, a 31% increase. I'll go over all those proposals. But first, I want to give a big shout out to my daughter Bella, turning 8 years old today, August 28th. I can't believe how big she is getting. I remember the day that she was born, minute by minute. It was a crazy story. And 6 days after my daughter Bella was born, my wife started nursing school. And I watched Bella 100% of the time. I watched her grow the entire time, taught her how to eat. She was learning sign language, potty trained her. My wife was so busy with nursing school that I took care of everything. So me and Bella have a very special bond together, and I'm so proud of her for all the things that she's accomplished so far and what she's going to accomplish in the future. If you checked out any of my videos and saw her do the tip of the day at the end, she's filled with wisdom, full of life, full of love, and yeah, we've just done so much together and so proud of her. So Bella, if you're watching this, happy birthday and I love you. And everyone watching, if you want to give a big like on this video and say happy birthday to Bella, I'm sure that would mean a lot to Bella. So let's get into Social Security and the potential increases that may happen. So if we look here, this article came out a few weeks ago, but Social Security cost of living adjustment could be 6.2% in 2022. So this number, cost of living adjustment, is the COLA. This is the number that changes every single year. This past year in January, it was 1.3%. And the reason why it could go up to 6.2% is because of the inflation that is going on right now. They're saying that the inflation is transitory. It's supposed to go down. It was actually supposed to go down months ago, but yet it is increasing and getting higher and higher and actually not going down much. So looks like in terms of cost of living, it could be for the COLA 6.2% as of now in 2022. That number can change. They make that decision in January. So things could change until then. But 6.2%, that's nothing compared to all the promises and proposals that were put out there. So let's talk about some of those proposals. So this article right here talks about legislation seeks to update the program. So new legislation was introduced in both House and Senate to bring SSI up to modern day standards. The bill seeks to increase monthly payments and safety net available to Americans who benefit from the program. According to Brown's website supporting the bill, legislators want several key factors addressed. So one of the biggest ones here is raise the amount of the benefit 100% of the federal poverty rate. What this means, it'll bring the monthly payment of $794 per individual up to $1,073, a 31% increase, or that's about $279 more per month that you could get with this new legislation here. It'll also update the amount of resources individuals and couples may have. Instead of $2,000 in assets, the bill proposes a $10,000 limit per person. There's a few other changes here. It wants to stop penalizing couples. It wants to change the income rules for recipients that may earn, encouraging those that can work to do so. So it proposes to allow $399 of income from work sources and up to $123 a month from other sources such as pensions payments, so that people are not bogged down and feel like they should not work because they don't want to lose their benefits. This would also eliminate penalties for those with in-kind support, such as lodging or food assistance from outside sources. So this is one of the proposals. There's also another proposal by Gwen Moore. She's put out a lot of proposals too. So that one was by Sherrod Brown, the one I said before. This one is very similar by Gwen Moore. So this one is called the Social Security Enhancement and Protection Act by Wisconsin Representative Gwen Moore. So this one, very similar. It's going to update the payments to 100% of the poverty level. And yeah, so which means that it'll increase special minimum benefit to pay 100% of the poverty threshold, or for those who have worked at least 30 years under Social Security and claim their benefits, they reached full retirement age. So this one's a little different than the last proposal. The other one was actually just for SSI, not all Social Security recipients. This one looks like it's mainly focusing on people who have worked at least 30 years to bring that payment up to $1,094, which would be the federal poverty rate of $12,880 divided by 12 months. So there's a few other proposals to this. The benefit would be phased down proportionally to allow access for workers with fewer than 30 but more than 10 years of work. There's a few other things to this, so increasing benefits 20 years after becoming eligible for retirement and reinstating the student benefit. So Social Security benefits are paid to children whose working parents has died, become disabled, or retired. Currently, these benefits are paid until age 18, but from 1965 to 1981, students were eligible to receive those benefits until age 26 if they were enrolled in college or a vocational schools. So research demonstrated that this benefit was particularly helpful and high impact for students of color and for low-income families with parents working higher risk blue-collar jobs. This benefit has also been disproportionately helpful to women, as they are often the one left to raise the children and help put them through college if the father is deceased or disabled. So this, instead of getting the Social Security benefit until 18, this would make it until 26 if they are enrolled in college. So a lot of benefits to that one as well. Let me know down in the comments below these past two proposals. Are you able to benefit from them? Do you think it's a good idea, bad idea? Next, let's talk about what Biden's latest moves could signal for Social Security reform efforts. So what it's saying here is President Joe Biden campaigned on changes to Social Security, including benefit increases and payroll taxes for those making $400,000 a year and up. Yet his tax proposals this week did not address the program, in part due to limitations of the legislative process the administration could pursue. So what it was saying down here is that Biden's campaign called for applying Social Security payroll taxes to those making $400,000 and up. This year, wages up to $142,800 are subject to that tax, which is 6.2% of wages for both workers and employers. So basically, if that 6.2% is increased or goes to a larger amount of people, that's how Social Security can increase as well. So Biden called for the increased levies to help pay for proposed benefit increases, including raising the minimum Social Security benefit to at least 125% of the federal poverty level. So that is not just the federal poverty level, but an additional 25%, which is actually better than the other proposals. Now, probably the best proposal there is, because those other proposals are just for certain sections of Social Security recipients. This one right here, on Elizabeth Warren's website, Schumer, Warren, and Wyden unveil plan to increase benefits by $200 per month for all Social Security beneficiaries. So the key word here is all Social Security beneficiaries, not just retirees, not SSI, but this is all encompassing. So the plan to provide more than 60 million Americans with an additional $4,000 over 2 years is part of the Senate Democrats' bold Phase 3 stimulus proposal. So unfortunately, this has gone nowhere. The other proposals, at least they get some momentum. They have it introduced in the Congress. This just unfortunately has not gone anywhere, and it's really unfortunate, especially since President Biden campaigned on that promise. So if we scroll down to his website of what he campaigned on, it says right here, increase monthly Social Security checks by $200 per month as proposed by Senator Wyden and colleagues. Seniors and people with disabilities are uniquely at risk right now. So basically, he promised that he would give out Social Security checks, increase them by $200 per month to all Social Security recipients. Has that happened? No. Has that been mentioned at all? No. Is that going to make it in this $3.5 trillion stimulus package coming up? Doesn't look like it so far. No one has put it in there. It's up to the Progressive Caucus to put proposals like this, as well as other proposals like a fourth stimulus check, make the child tax credit permanent, the homebuyer credit of $15,000 to $25,000. A lot of those popular stimulus proposals are up to the Progressive Caucus to put it in, because a lot of the people who I mentioned who proposed these ideas are in the Progressive Caucus, or they are in the Senate Democrats. So when it comes to all of these Social Security potential increases, some of them are moving more faster than others, but there's no big action, no big votes on any of these. So I wanted to give you an overview of what's going on with this. This way you have an idea of what can potentially happen, and what you could also tell your representatives what they should vote for, what they should put in the next $3.5 trillion stimulus package, or have a vote on it as a standalone bill. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Were any of these your favorites? Did you like any of these more than the others? Next, I'm going to answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. So Lori asks, can the states use the money to pay down their state debt? So mention about how states get $350 billion that was evenly distributed. They could use that for a lot of different things. When it comes to state debt, not sure. I know there's certain stipulations. It might have to be stimulus related. I don't think they could use it for that. I think it has to be for stimulus. Next question. The eviction moratorium has been in effect for how long? So it's been, I think, since September, at least the CDC eviction moratorium, which was done by former President Trump. So just about a year, but a little before that too, when it was done through HUD, the Housing of Urban Development. Brenda Jordan asks, but they already voted and agreed on the 3.5, so how can they fight the amount now? So that's the thing. Honestly, following Congress, following all these proposals, I'm just as frustrated as you are. Just when I think they have a vote, when they have everything figured out, it seems like they just keep switching things around. So when it comes to, they already agreed on the 3.5 trillion, not the case, because that is what they initially agreed on, but now a lot of politicians are going to get their hand in there. They're going to say, no, I don't want this program, or I want this program in there. We need to take this out, add this in, and it could be higher than 3.5, most likely not, but it could be lower as well. So 3.5 trillion is not definite at this point. Anyways, that is all the stimulus news I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you one thing that you should do. When you want to do something, you have the power to do whatever you want. Unless, one thing, you believe in yourself. That's the only trick. So that's all I wanted to tell you for today. Bye. This is the Bella.
Thanks so much for watching. I wanted to play some more video clips and pictures of my daughter Bella growing up through the years. It's been amazing, and it was actually really emotional looking at all these photos and seeing how big she's gotten, all the things that she's done, how we went skateboarding together and bike riding and stuff. Yeah, it's been amazing. But yeah, happy birthday, Bella, and hope everyone has an amazing day, an amazing weekend, and I wish you the best. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.